Welcome to another Sunday WOAY ABC4 Community Forum, where we talk to local leaders and community success stories about important information that affects all of us here in Southern West Virginia. I'm your host, Brandy Lawrence, and today we're joined by another distinguished guest, Executive Director Trina Daisel of the United Way of Southern West Virginia joins us today. She's a repeat guest on our forum, and she always has wonderful information, but today, one of the major things we're talking about is the highly anticipated Dancing with the Stars, coming back September 19th.
Yes, September 19th at the Beckley-Raleigh County Convention Center. This is our 12th season, and we're very excited. We again have 6 teams participating, folks that have really made a huge commitment by saying yes to the endeavor, and they've been raising money and practicing for their performances all summer long. And then that all culminates on the 19th, where we put on the show. They compete for the Judge's Choice Award, and then the People's Choice Award is that team that has raised the most money for us.
Awesome. And I know it's a highly anticipated event every year. I was telling Trina off the air that my mother and my aunt went last year for the first time, and they are dying to get back. So if you've never been and you have the opportunity to go this year, make sure you get out to Dancing with the Stars. And you say we got 6 teams this year, just full of people in the community that are stars that have done awesome things for the community, being recognized, and they are being trained by professional dancers.
They are. We have volunteer choreographers. Some of them are in their 5th or 6th season with us. They give their time and their expertise every season to put the dance routines together for our teams and then to help them practice all summer long. They're really the unsung heroes because they're behind the scenes working every week, and they're doing it year after year. We appreciate them a lot.
Absolutely. Shout out to them, because ballroom dancing in general can be difficult, especially professional dancing. So I know that is a lot of work, but they got some great dancers, and I see that usually every year, even the stars that are not, they're not dance savvy, they're not the biggest dancers, they come out and they wow the crowd regardless. So
they really do. They work with their choreographers, and almost all of them come into it really intimidated of the dance portion of it because, they may have had some dance experience as a child, but even so, if they didn't, they're completely stepping outside of their comfort zone to do something like that. And the choreographers work with them, they meet them at their skill level, teach them so much, and then they come out and they really give some professional grade performances to wow the crowd and keep them entertained.
Wow. So that's really awesome. And the dancing is only really the half of it of Dancing with the Stars, because fundraising is a major part of it.
It is. We ask our teams to fundraise for United Way as part of their participation, and so that's part of the competition as well. One of the awards is for the team that raises the most money, but they come up with a lot of different ideas to do that all summer long, and they put together some fundraising committees of their closest friends and family members and work toward that goal. And this year they are working incredibly hard. We had a record-breaking season last year, so they have some goals in front of them, and they've all really hit the ground running from the time the reveal party was in May till they're going to be working all the way, I think, up close to the time of their performance.
Wow. Well, shout out to all of them for all the hard work that they're doing with dancing and fundraising. And sometimes you can look through your Facebook events and you'll see some of those events coming up. It's a lot of cool stuff. They have a lot of cool ideas. I've seen they have a dog's day out where people can bring their dogs and you have a networking event. I've seen dance parties, all different things. So it's really cool, really innovative. And if you have a favorite team of the 6 teams, make sure that you go to their fundraising events. Make sure that you go to unitedway.com as well and donate and vote for them as well. So
yeah, they do. They have a lot of events coming up in August. Courtney White and Rivers Up Church just had an event yesterday, a rummage sale at Raleigh General Hospital. And then this coming week on August 5th, Team Laura and Rick Fisher, who's one of our married couples this year, have the Bloom Boutique and Barbecue Riot coming to Faith Community Church, which is a really neat event. Bloom Boutique has dried flowers and they help you put together a gorgeous frame as a decorative item. So that will be a lot of fun. And then on the 9th, just like you mentioned, the Ice Cream Social for Pups is at the Paw Pad in Beaver. That's team Emily Williams and Cam Shannon. So they encourage you to bring out your pups. They've got pup cups for the dogs and ice cream for the adults, for the humans. But that should be a lot of fun. And that's something a little different this year. Then there's a pickleball tournament that 2 of our teams are having. Laura and Rick are partnering with Tammy and Todd on August 10th at New River Park. So pickleball is huge right now, and they're trying to tap into that community and get some support there, and that should be a lot of fun. On the 15th, Tammy and Todd are partnering with Brianna Duckworth and her new husband, Gabriel Kasner, and they're having a daddy-daughter dance, the Candyland Ball, at Black Knight. So that should be a lot of fun. Grandparents, uncles, dads, anybody's encouraged to bring out their little ones and enjoy that evening. Then Brianna and Gabe are also hosting a volleyball tournament in August on the 16th. Laura and Rick, well, I mentioned the pickleball tournament, the Candyland Ball, a golf tournament from Cosette Perez Mullins and Bryce Radford. That will be on August 22nd at Black Knight Country Club. On August 23rd, Emily Williams and Cam Shannon are coming back with a side-by-side ride at Burning Rock. And then every Wednesday through August, Courtney and Rivers are having Wind Down Wednesdays at Black Knight, so a little cocktail hour after work. You can go and support them. And they're also having a ladies' night on August 22nd at Black Knight. So they're going to have a silent auction, a fashion show, and a lot of fun things there. There's really something for everybody. If you kind of look into it, whatever your interests are, these teams try to provide something for everybody to have fun. And like you said, their Facebook pages hold all the information, and we share that as well on the United Way of Southern West Virginia Facebook page.
Absolutely. You all have been extremely active with all these events that they have going on. And I think that this is really cool because they're giving back by fundraising, but they're also giving back with these events, these fun events for the community. So make sure that you all check up on these, and whichever your favorite team is, or if you don't have a favorite team, if you just like one of these events, make sure that you go out and support, because you're supporting the United Way and ultimately you're supporting Southern West Virginia. And getting back to the competition, I know that tickets and tables are on sale now, but some of those are selling out pretty quick.
They are. These teams have some great support, and their supporters are coming out in droves to watch them compete. So we have gold and silver tables, which are already completely sold out. Our bronze tables are still available, as are individual tickets, and those can be purchased on our website at unitedwayswvstars.org, or by calling our office at 304-253-2111. Extension 105 is Lori, and she can sell tickets to anybody that's interested. But we do encourage people, if you want to come, to get your tickets, because it'll be another sold-out show, and we're really excited about that.
Absolutely. It's not even August yet, and like a lot of things are already sold out. So like, once again, highly anticipated event. If you want to go, make sure you get your tickets, and also check with your employers, because some of them may have a table already and they may have some tickets available for you to, go ahead and get in there. And then we have, individual tickets are $100 each, correct?
Yes, correct. Individual tickets are $100 a piece. Those are seated in the bronze section, but if you purchase with a friend or with coworkers, you'll be seated together. And we don't issue physical tickets, but there is a registration. So when you come into the convention center, you just register with our folks there, and you'll be ushered to your seat.
Awesome. So make sure you guys go check that out online. Make sure you go get your tickets as soon as possible, because those are selling out very quick. And since United Way is a nonprofit, you all take a lot of donations. I know that the teams are accepting donations right now, but is there any way that the people out there, if they can't attend, that they can help you guys out or volunteer?
Absolutely. There's always opportunities. So if they are close to some of these people who are participating, we encourage them to support those teams, because they are competitive folks, and they are trying to win those awards. If they don't know anybody who's participating but they want to support United Way, they can make donations online. Any information that they're looking for about what United Way is about or what we support is found on our website, unitedwayswv.org. And we have some direct initiatives as well. Most of our work is done in supporting our community partners when we issue grants each year to those folks in the community who are providing direct services. But some of our direct services include our 211 information and referral hotline and our Equal Footing Shoe Fund, which we make sure we provide a new pair of shoes and a new pair of socks to any child in school that doesn't have proper footwear. We receive referrals from their counselors or administrators or teachers, and we make sure those kids get a new pair of shoes if they need them.
Absolutely, absolutely, and super important year-round, but especially important right now because we are about to go back to school, so we'll be talking more about that after the break. But before we go, do you mind plugging the contact information so people know where to send those donations and go buy those tickets?
Not at all. So to purchase tickets, you can reach the link from our regular website, unitedwayswv.org, which is also where you can find all the information about United Way's policies and programs, or you can go directly to unitedwayswvstars.org to purchase tickets for the event on September 19th at the Beckley-Raleigh County Convention Center. All of our dance teams have Facebook pages, so if you want information about their upcoming events, you can visit their Facebook pages, or we link all of their information on our Facebook page as well, United Way of Southern West Virginia.
Absolutely awesome. Thanks so much,
Thank
Trina.
you.
And thank you all for joining us for the first half of Community Forum. We will be right back talking more about Dancing with the Stars, United Way in general, and all the programs that they have to help us help each other. And welcome back to Sunday Community Forum. I'm here with Executive Director Trina Daisel of the United Way of Southern West Virginia, and we're talking about the upcoming Dancing with the Stars, their programs they have going on, such as the Equal Footing Fund, and also another highly anticipated event, the Wonderland of Trees. I know you all aren't ready for Christmas yet. I know that I am not ready for Christmas yet, but I mean, this is a big event and you all want to be prepared. So, going back to Dancing with the Stars, what do people need to know before they go?
So if they plan to attend, if they've purchased their tickets, it is at the Beckley-Raleigh County Convention Center. Registration begins at 6, so they can start entering the facility then. Our main entrance is behind the convention center. So there's parking accessible back there. That's where our red carpet is, and they enter at that big garage door behind the convention center. We completely transform it, so they walk the red carpet and they come into a beautiful gala. They go to the registration table and they'll be ushered to their seat. And then the show will start shortly after 7 p.m. We'll start introducing all the couples, and we have a show opener from Legacy Dance Company that gets the show started, and then teams 1 through 6 just compete one right after the other, and we'll award both People's Choice and Judge's Choice at the end of the show. But there's ample parking at the convention center. They do want to enter around the back because that's where the registration is. It is a formal event, but we know we're in Southern West Virginia, so any type of dress is accepted. But we encourage everybody to go out and dress their best and really enjoy the show and come to be a full part of it. Our theme this year is Night of 1,000 Stars. Yeah, that came to me last year as I was in that arena because the capacity is about 1,000 people, and we're at capacity every year, and it really takes the whole community to bring it together, support the dance teams. There's 1,000 people in that room cheering everybody on, really appreciating what all those teams have done, and we're appreciative of everybody that comes to support them. So that's what we're going with this year, Night of 1,000 Stars.
That's awesome. It's a wonderful theme, and I think that could generate some really beautiful formal wear as well. So Night of 1,000 Stars, you guys be thinking about your outfits right now. So. All right, so Night of 1,000 Stars coming up September 19th. Mark your calendars. Make sure you buy your tickets as soon as possible. And then we have the highly anticipated Wonderland of Trees event.
Yes.
So for the people out there that are unfamiliar with Wonderland of Trees, have never seen it, can you tell them what that's all about?
It's just really a wonderful start to the holiday season. We're in our 18th year of Wonderland of Trees this year. It will again be hosted at Tamarack Marketplace, so we're very excited to return there. It's on our minds because we always send out Christmas and July registrations to everybody who's participated before, but it's a way for the community to get involved again with one of our fundraisers. And if it's a business or a club, a civic organization, a church, or even an individual, they can sponsor a tree. We provide the trees, and they come and decorate those with whatever theme they choose. They're on display at Tamarack for 2 weeks, and then we have an auction which will be November 21st this year, and we auction all the trees off. Those proceeds go to United Way. If they reach at least $1,500, we will deliver them for you. And we have seen some incredible themes over the past few years. We've seen just families come together and decorate trees, but it's a lot of fun, and it's a great way to start the holiday season.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'm sure that's really beautiful over at Tamarack too. You already
It's
have the
gorgeous.
gallery and all that. And I think you're kind of killing two birds with one stone too, because like you can get your Christmas tree there, and then you can also go buy some wonderful local gifts.
It's beautiful. It's one-stop shop. We saw a lot of people coming out on Sundays to enjoy brunch at Tamarack, and then they would go and look at all the trees. They're spaced out all amongst the retail area and in the conference center. And in the gallery as well, so it's beautiful to see them in there. Tamarack has been a great partner with us, and we appreciate them for hosting it. And it's a great location. It's really central to southern West Virginia, so it's easy access right off the interstate, and it's a great location to have it. And we're excited to bring it back again.
Definitely. And I'm sure the people, coming in off the interstate and people that are traveling through, that's a really awesome thing for them to see too.
It is. We had a lot of people ask about it and ask about the origins of it, and then some people said, oh, I'm going to take this back to my community and see if my PTO or my club might want to do this as a fundraiser. So it's a great idea, and it's really a holiday tradition now for southern West Virginia.
Absolutely, absolutely. And what is that date again?
So they will go on display on the 7th of November and be on display for 2 weeks there at Tamarack during their hours, and the auction will be November 21st.
Awesome. And if any organizations out there watching right now, they want to submit a tree, they need to get in touch with you guys.
Yes, they can get in touch with us, again, through our website, unitedwayswv.org. All of the contact us emails come directly to me, so if they want more information on how to sponsor a tree, they can drop me an email or call the office at 304-253-2111.
Awesome, awesome. So if you are interested in submitting a tree for Wonderland of Trees, make sure that you get in touch with United Way and see about getting that going, and start brainstorming what your theme is now, because you got some stiff competition.
There's really some incredible decorators and folks with the most imaginative ideas. Beckley Area Foundation's youth philanthropists have done trees for the past couple years, and last year they did a Willy Wonka tree. It was so cute. It was just adorable. And we've had everything from polar bears to nutcrackers to just any theme you can imagine for Christmas, and people come up with wonderful ideas and make some beautiful trees out of it. So there's something for everybody there as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. And how many people generally come out and like really auction on a tree?
Last year we were full in the conference center, so there were a couple hundred people in there, and there's usually between 45 and 50 trees available at a completely variety of price ranges. Some folks put additional value with their trees. There might be trips or cruises or merchandise. There could be TVs or different things available with the tree. We've had people purchase their trees and then kind of split apart the additional value to do their Christmas shopping. They say, oh, I know my grandson's going to love this, so he's getting it for Christmas. I'm keeping the tree. So it's really a lot of fun, and people go a lot of different ways with it.
Awesome, awesome. It's a great idea. So you guys mark your calendars, make sure that you're ready to get out there, because I mean, you could get a one-stop shop, a whole tree. You got presents for people, you got a tree to put up. It's a win-win. So another thing about United Way, if you are not unfamiliar, they have a bunch of wonderful programs that help people in the community. We were talking about equal footing.
Yes.
That'll be, really prevalent, especially with kids going back to school. Kids need good shoe wear, because sometimes, I believe we talked before about sometimes the schools call and the kids don't have gym shoes. They don't have shoes, period.
They don't have shoes at all. You mentioned we're getting back to school time, and over the past few years we've received calls as early as the first day of school from counselors or administrators. And this past school year we received a call on the first day of school from a counselor at a school in Raleigh County who had a student who arrived to school with no shoes. And it's heartbreaking because, we want kids to go to school and enjoy that process. and not dread it or not feel like they don't have what their peers have, but often that's not the case and they don't have what they need. And we established this Equal Footing Shoe Fund a few years ago when we did start receiving more and more calls from counselors about children not having basic needs, and shoes were a main request. So we try to keep as many sizes in both genders as we can, so that if we get a call, we can immediately either deliver those or the counselor can come pick them up and the child can have those on the very day that it's recognized that they need them. In some of our outlying counties, we establish shoe pantries at local schools that are central. So if in McDowell County, if there's a call, it would take us a little while to get there. It would take a counselor a little while to get to us. So there are shoe pantries down there that they can access when they see a child needs a pair of shoes. Similarly, here in Fayette County, it would take just a little bit to get to Beckley to make sure that child had shoes. So there are shoe pantries here. But we just want to make sure kids have what they need, and we call it the Equal Footing Shoe Fund because we want them to have an equal chance as their peers and the other students.
Absolutely, absolutely, and they deserve that. So for the Equal Footing Shoe Fund, if people want to donate, are you looking for monetary donations or like new shoes?
Either. We always accept new shoes at our location at 110 Croft Street. Or if there's an organization that would like to do a shoe drive, we encourage that. Sometimes we see that local civic organizations or businesses want to do a shoe drive to just bring the community together, and it is always needed, and we're always accepting of new shoes. So if they want to do that, they can call us for more information and do a shoe drive amongst their business or in their club or organization. We do only accept new shoes. Of any size, between about a 12 or 13 youth up to 13 or 14 in adult sizes. We see from about the time kids reach middle school that they're going to be wearing adult size shoes. So we go through quite a few pairs of those. But we always accept new shoes or monetary donations. We have great relationships with some of the local Walmarts in our area who let us know when shoes go on clearance or if they go on sale, because we try to be the best stewards of those donor dollars and get shoes at a good price. And when we learn that, we go and try to restock any sizes that we might need more inventory for. But we often get calls as well from a counselor who might need a slip-on shoe or something with a Velcro strap for children who might have special needs. Or we might get a call and somebody say, hey, we need a wide, or we need a certain style of shoe, and we will order those and make sure that child gets those as well. So always athletic shoes, because they do need those to take their physical education classes, and you need those as well in the winter, to have the best safety for waiting on the bus in cold weather. We often see kids might have shoes, but they're weather inappropriate. Mm-hmm. So they're wearing sandals or something inappropriate in the winter, and we want to provide them with a safe pair of shoes that they can wait on the bus, participate in physical education, and feel like they have what their peers have and what they need.
Absolutely, absolutely. And don't forget socks. So we need some new socks too.
Exactly. We always make sure we give a new pair of socks with a pair of shoes.
Awesome, awesome. So you guys make sure that if you have any just new shoes laying around, because I know sometimes you all have kids and they're like, oh, I don't like those shoes, or they have outgrown them already before they even put them on once.
Exactly.
Make sure that you give them to the Equal Footing Fund, and make sure that you support a child out there who really needs it. And in addition to Equal Footing, you all also have the 211 hotline, which helps a lot of residents around the state with almost anything that they need.
It does. 211 is a national number. Mm-hmm. It's a short digit number approved by the FCC, just like 911 or 411, but it's for non-emergency services. Every United Way in West Virginia supports the 55 counties here locally. We have 8 counties in southern West Virginia that United Way supports here: Webster, Nicholas, Raleigh, Fayette, Summers, McDowell, Mercer, and Wyoming counties. So if you're in that area and you call 211, you're going to reach someone who's in my office in Beckley who knows all about the local resources. She keeps a database of local resources, from utility assistance to food pantries to mental health resources, medical transportation, anything that we know in a household. You might consider it's an emergency for you, but it's a non-emergency service that 911 wouldn't be able to connect you with. So Marcia is who is in our office. She's incredibly compassionate. She has this information. She actually connects about 7,000 callers a year to information, primarily utility assistance because that is about 30% of our calls, but also, housing and rental assistance, where your local food pantry is. If you're someone who's struggling with your budget and you've never had to utilize a food pantry, you may not know where to go, how to reach out to find that. Google doesn't always, provide you with the closest resource, and we often say that sometimes you need more than a search, you need a conversation. So, Marcia will have a brief conversation with you and connect you with those local resources that you need. And we encourage anybody to call 211 if you know that someone else is in need of a resource and, perhaps they don't have access to phone services. You can call 211, just enter their zip code. If you're in our area, you'll get connected with Marcia and she can assist you with finding local resources to help them out.
It's an excellent resource, excellent resource. So guys, do not forget 211. If you or somebody that you know is in need of those resources, please get in touch with them. You're not alone and there's help for you. All right, and we're about a minute or so out from the end of our show, but before we go, do you mind plugging the contact information just one more time so people can buy these tickets, get to the shows, and Wonderland a Treat this year?
Absolutely. All the information about any of our programs or events are on our website at unitedwayswv.org. And the next upcoming event, like we've talked about, is Dancing with the Stars on September 19th. So if you want tickets, we encourage you to absolutely visit that website to purchase your tickets because it will be another sold-out event. You can purchase tickets at unitedwayswvstars.org or call our office at 304-253-2111. Lori is at extension 105 and she can get you hooked up with tickets.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And thank you all for joining us for Sunday Community Forum. We'll see you next week.